Hello and welcome to Marvel Future Evolution. So, everybody knows that the Magik character is coming into the game hopefully soon. They've been teasing it literally since the day of release. And it's been months and still no Magik and no date on when she's coming, which is honestly okay with me because, in my opinion, the game is not ready for Magik. There needs to be a lot of changes to happen inside the game before the Magik is released. Let's talk about the changes today. Alright, so imagine they release Magik today. Basically, the way I see it, the way they're probably gonna do it is they're just gonna expand the character roster to 9 and add additional character token inside the shop for 400 gems. That's one way to do it, but then it means that you have to unlock her. There's probably going to be, again, the first chapter that's going to be unique to the character, which is cool and all. And then we'll have to complete the whole story from level 1 to level 103. Go through all 6 regions once again using Magik. Now, I know a lot of people have been grinding all their characters to level 100. I should probably start doing that too, just to get my squad rank up. I basically just worked on my Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and then I stopped because the grind is just not very fun. And honestly, except the squad rank, there is not much incentive to do it. I mean, there is some rewards for doing it as well. You get some extra cores, some extra mega cards. Actually, rewards are pretty decent. I'll get to it. The point is, I feel like a lot of people are tired of the same thing, the same grind to level 100 and above with every single character, and now for them to bring Magik and make people to do the same grind once again, I don't think people are going to be super happy about it. I feel like there needs to be something different about her, something more. Maybe alternative ways to level up, or, I mean, you still want to do the story, but maybe, I don't know, maybe change the story somehow. I don't know, it's just an idea. I don't think there is a good way to implement it. I mean, there are good ways to implement it. It's just I don't think they're gonna do it. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. But that would be a lot of fun to see a completely new way to level Magik from level 1 to 100 and still get some good rewards. But I know they're not gonna do it. But maybe there's gonna be some small changes that will make the grind a little bit different, because pretty much the whole grind, especially in regions like Sakaar and Dark Domain, it's basically kill that mob million times, then kill that mob million times, and then go back and kill the mob that you already killed million times. Kill it another million times, because it wasn't enough. By million, it's usually about maybe 30, 50 times, something like that, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's very boring, repetitive. It's basically just wasting medkits in exchanging medkits for experience. That's what it boils down to. There is no thought process. There is barely any bosses in Sakaar. There is just Ares and Maestro, and everything in between is just dumb monsters. So I hope there are some changes to leveling process, but that's not the biggest problem in my opinion. The biggest problem is, imagine you've invested a lot of time, and some people invested a lot of money into one character, and now they release a new character, and a lot of people just not gonna care simply because of the fact that a lot of items in this game are not transferable. You can't transfer your mega cards, you can't transfer your gear, you can only transfer badges, cores, and maybe yeah, that's pretty much it, just badges and cores. They did hint that they were working on a system. They were planning to implement a system to actually transfer Omega cards and gear between characters, like to make it usable. For example, if I have a 6-star piece of gear on my Spider-Man, I can convert it into a Magik piece of gear. And in my opinion, this needs to happen before they release Magik, or at least at the same time. So people can actually, they don't have to start from scratch on a new character. Yeah, you can save some badges for her, you can save some cores for her, but the main thing is gear and Omega cards. You just can't. If I transfer 6 cards from my Spider-Man, she will not be able to use the exclusive stat. Gear, she will not be able to use at all. So I hope they put a lot of thought and make it a fair system to convert gear and Omega cards from one character to another. I actually have a lot of good ideas. I'm gonna make a separate video on it tomorrow where I'm gonna talk about how I think this system should be implemented. I have a really good idea. It's gonna be fair to everybody, to developers, to players. They still will be able to capitalize and make some money of it, and people will not be too upset about it, in my opinion. Anyway, that's the topic of tomorrow's video. So there has to be a way where somebody with like 1,000,000 power on their main character can just decide to like, they tried Magik, they got her to level 100, and they think that it's a fun character to play and they want to transfer to that character. There should be a decent way to convert all your gear and the mega cards to Magik and be able to use her at the same level as you were using your main character. And from what I've heard, that's actually going to be a thing. A few patch notes ago, they actually announced that it will be a possibility in the future, but it has to happen before Magik. Otherwise, nobody will play Magik. Like, I don't see myself playing Magik. I will probably play her to like level 100, but there is no point to play her above that because I'm just not going to invest anything into her. So I would still be more efficient and pretty much doing all the dailies on my Spider-Man. I even had an idea. What if we don't just buy her with gems from the shop? What if there is like a special story quest? Like maybe, I don't know, like an extra chapter. Even if it's going to be as grindy as Sakar. What if we get Magik for completing that quest? Like, what if you even like get to play with Magik inside this quest? And maybe actually like level her up, and once you complete the quest, you can actually use her like a normal character outside of that quest. But like until you beat the quest, the Magik is locked inside the story quest. Like she's trapped in like inside some dimension, and you need to play with her to free her, to beat like a bunch of powerful bosses, and you're not allowed to like use any badges or any Omega cards. You basically just given a character that is tuned. Oh god, oh god. You're given a character that is tuned to complete this like this exact game mode with the power it is. So you can't just wail your way through it. You just have to play it with skill. That would be a lot of fun. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Probably not. Probably they're gonna take the easy way out, but I would make it that way. Like, make her trap maybe inside the dark dimension, but make it like a special quest. So after you beat it, your Magik is gonna be at level 100, and she's gonna be usable. This way it solves the problem of repetitive leveling, and also it solves the problem of unlocking Magik if you're free to play. I mean, 400 gems is not that much to unlock a whole new character. And then the last problem that I think is very big in this game like clearly values damage above all else, like pure damage. That's why characters like Captain America, Star-Lord, who else? Storm, she can do some decent damage, but like Captain America, for example, is not very popular because he's mostly defensive character, and he's also a good support character. But no, there is not a single game mode in this game that rewards any of this. Look at every single game mode. Damage, damage, damage. The more damage you do, the more points you get. Literally every game mode. Even the last one they released, Epic Invasions. It's literally, if you can't do damage, you will not get any points, so you will not get any good rewards. So there needs to be some benefit to using characters that are not damage focused. That's why everybody plays Iron Man, Spider-Man. Those characters can output insane amounts of damage, and it's just heavily rewarded in the current game state. However, if they release Magik, and she's not gonna be damage oriented, like, I think it would be stupid to release Magik as a DPS that's gonna rival Iron Man and Spider-Man. Then she's not gonna be different from any of these characters. She needs to have some special mechanic. She needs to have something special about her that will make her interesting to play, and maybe incentivize players to switch to her. But if you make her not DPS character, in the current state of the game, she is not gonna be able to do anything. So maybe they need to bring some game mode. Another game mode where Magik is gonna be actually useful, and that would be a good incentive for players to play. Same with Captain America. Like, I played this guy for a bit, I got him to like level 25. He's a lot of fun to play. He can get hit hard and not die, but he cannot dish out a lot of damage, at least until you get into his late specializations. Until then, it's just a lot of people just don't see the point to put a lot of effort into the character if you can't even use him until you pretty much max out his specialization tree to be competitive in doing damage. I know there's a lot of like top tier Captain America players, but it's just there needs to be something extra, some reward for using support defensive characters. Alright, this is all I got. I think these things need to absolutely change before they release Magik. Let me know in the comments, what do you think they should change apart from the thing I said, and if you disagree with me, if you think that some of the things I mentioned are totally fine and they shouldn't do anything about it. Anyway, let me know your opinion in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Goodbye.